Hello, class. Today I want to give you guys a little insight on a dilemma that I'm facing for the summer. Um, I have either two options to go on vacation for the summer. One is either a trip to Mexico, which I'm going to show you right now, and then a trip to San Francisco, or a trip to San Francisco, I might say. My trip to Mexico, I usually do it yearly, once every year, but for the past 2 years I wasn't able to because of some sort of virus that was going on. I don't know if you've heard of it or not, but it's quite unknown. And but yeah, anyways, I haven't been able to do that for the past 2 years, and this year I am eligible or able to go with my family and my siblings. But my best friend invited me to San Francisco this year, and really I don't know, whether I should go to Mexico or San Francisco. So today I want to show you the places and my thought process on where to go, and hopefully by guiding you on my thought process, maybe I'll come to terms with a trip to go with by myself, just by talking to you guys. So firstly I want to tell you my trip to Mexico, or how it would be for the summer. So we start from Fontana, or where I live at, which is right here. I'm not going to give you my address just for obvious security reasons. And then from my home, and my sister comes to my home to so that we can all be together at one place. Usually it's our home. Sometimes we meet at her home, but I think for now I'm gonna say my home. We all gather in one place, and from there, maybe our older brother or my dad or someone from the family who's not going to Mexico can drive us to the Ontario airport, which isn't too far away, maybe like 20-30 minutes. But we usually go at night, so it's really just like 15-20 minutes. Anyways, we go to the Ontario airport, which is a really nice airport. Complaints on airports. Really, and from the airport, our next location is all the way to the only airport in Guadalajara, and there's only one airport. We go to that airport, and from the Ontario airport to the Guadalajara airport, it takes about 3 hours. Sometime there was one time where it was only 2 hours and 30 minutes, but usually it's about 3 hours. For the plane to arrive, and all this is disregarding the actual wait time of you sitting at the airport waiting for your plane. This is just for the plane, arriving from place to place. So from here, this airport, we go to Jiquilpan, Michoacan, where both my parents are from, my mom and dad. And, usually we just stay here for 2 weeks, and we stay in my grandma's house, and we stay with the people that live in that house as well. So my uncle and his kids and his wife, so my aunt, my cousins, and then throughout the 2 weeks we just go where the wind blows us, meaning that we don't have a set plan or set activities to do, but we really do go out anywhere we want to. Like there was one time where we went to, let me see if I can find it here, Leon, which this was like a 3-hour drive if I'm not mistaken, and it was a really fun activity. I think we want to go see, or we were supposed to see, the pyramids or something like that. I wasn't really paying attention. It was quite a while ago, but I remember we did have fun, and we rented a little cabana, I think that's the right word. Anyways, we usually just stay here around the area and visit the pueblo where my mom and dad were from, and we visit my mom's side of there's only 2 siblings on my mom's side here, and then my dad's, I want to say 8 siblings or something around there. But we usually, honestly, we don't visit all of my dad's siblings, just some of them, some of my uncles and aunts. Most of my uncles and my aunts are, let's just say, have the attitude of my dad, and let's just say my dad has an attitude of a very brute mentality, if that's the right word. Anyways, that's what I would do in Mexico, which is always a fun time, never anything negative. Visiting my family members and just having a feeling of being Mexico and eating all the food there is just so amazing and delicious. And I absolutely love the tacos there. That's what I was do for. That was what I would do for my Mexico trip. So that's one that's one trip I'm contemplating, because it's obvious. Like I said before, it's like an either or type of thing, either a trip to Mexico or a trip to San Francisco. I really have to be careful on what I have to do. So for my trip to San Francisco, obviously we would start from home, which is Fontana again. The picture's not loading. Sorry about that. And we start from home, obviously. This is with my best friend. So for San Francisco, it would be my best friend, my best friends, I would say. It would be us three going to my best friend's boyfriend's house. Not boyfriend's house, boyfriend's city, which is San Francisco. He lives over there, which is why we would go there, because we know someone on the inside, I guess you would say. And it's just somewhere I haven't been to, and I would love to travel somewhere I haven't been. So we would go, she would pick me up from my house and go to the airport, which is the same airport as the last one, which is the Ontario airport. And from the airport, we would go to San Francisco. Let me see if any pictures load. We would go to the San Francisco airport from plane to plane, right? But actually, we had just had a conversation not too while ago that they're maybe thinking about going on as a road trip or through car, which is about 6 hours. But through plane, my best friend said it's about it's taking her about an hour from plane only, obviously, not their actual airport sitting there, plane only, it would be about an hour. And from the airport, we finally arrived at San Francisco, most commonly known as the Golden State Bridge, which is always amazing, and it's something I want to do. Obviously, like that's one thing I want to see, is just the Golden State Bridge. For some reason, I have been looking around here and what there is. And something I also want to do is Alcatraz Island. It's an abandoned prison, but you can take tours there, and that's something I would probably want to do as well. Maybe if we can go, scout the place out, who knows, but that's something I would want to do. Anyways, after we arrive at San Francisco, we'll probably check in at Grand Plaza Hotel, and from there we want to, because the only reason we were going, or we think about we want to go, or I personally want to go, is because the boyfriend obviously recommended that or invited us to take a trip onto his boat, because he has a boat, and that's amazing, because I've never been on any sort of I guess you could say water, or in a boat. Let's just say boat. We haven't been on any boat, I don't think. I don't recall, right? Other than Disneyland with that little boat ride. Or was it a submarine? Anyways, from the hotel, we'd be checking in. We'd go to Angel Island, where this is where he would ride his boat. And really, this would be just an amazing place to go, considering, the whole city of San Francisco, doing all these things that you can do here. We would take about 3 days, here in San Francisco. So really trying to, comparing the trip from San Francisco, and if we are taking a road trip, right, let's say we take the same route as this line here, we do pass a lot of great places. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to stop at every place, but being able to stop and, try a new restaurant, let's say somewhere over here in, Kettleman City, or, hey, maybe we can see, the Pinnacles National Park in the distance, going to San Jose, going to Fremont, Oakland, Mount Diablo sounds really nice, all the way heading to San Francisco with my best friends in the car, would be a really nice road trip. It's 6 hours away, in car, And so let's say we go to Mexico. We stay, instead of 3 days in San Francisco, I stay 2 weeks with my family, and from here, this is all plane obviously, but because we wouldn't drive over to Mexico, I think it's just too far. And the 2 weeks passed by really fast, so I'd imagine the 3 days passed by incredibly fast. And really, it's just these 2 trips I would have to really do think about before making the decision, because I don't think I can go to both places. So it's either go to San Francisco and go to a place I've never been to before on a boat, and to San Francisco and the Golden State Bridge. In general, it's really something I'd want to do. Or go to Mexico, which is always something fun to do. Go to Mexico, Michoacan, and actually spend a little bit of time in Guadalajara, because a cousin of ours does stay there, which is why they're able to pick us up at the airport, and then they're able to go to their grandma's house because her dad lives there. So her parents live there, so it's really like no waste for them to pick us up from the airport and then go through a 3-hour drive of going to Michoacan. It's it also serves in purpose, to visit their family and stuff. And because they are teachers and we do plan on going in the summer, they don't work during the summer, so that'll also be a nice little trip for them, where they wouldn't have to have this whole hassle going back within the same day and drive like a total of 6 hours. So really, the trip to Mexico and the trip to San Francisco is something I really highly want to think about before deciding, because it is a huge dilemma. And as always, sorry, I got cut off right there. I accidentally paused. As always, please take care, and hopefully, I know you guys won't be able to help me, but hopefully by just talking to you guys and me saying all this out loud, I'm hopeful that it really just cleared my mind and really helped me make a decision. And honestly, I might go to both. Let's hope I make it happen. I don't make that much money, being unemployed. So actually, I don't make any money being employed. So that's why I wanted to make this project being a dilemma of mine, either going to Mexico for family and just a yearly vacation, or San Francisco doing something new. Golden State Bridge, like I said, Golden State Bridge. What else is San Francisco remembered for? Fun fact, San Francisco was the first place where they made fortune cookies. So sleep with that knowledge. As always, take care, and I am hopeful I have a place to go in the summer, and I hope I get to choose a place. Right now I'm leaning a little bit towards San Francisco, but Mexico really is just a tight race.